Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you the best Khezu guide. All attacks and patterns, tips and tricks. This video is the complete attack guide for Khezu. This guide will also contain tips and tricks for taking on this terrifying monster. Khezu is one of the two new large monsters of the June major update, Dancing in the Tempest. I really hate this thing because whenever I fought it, I forgot about the Thunder Shield, and eventually it took a whole lot of mistakes and just dying and carting before I finally realized, alright, I hate this thing and I can't wait to kill it over and over again, which I did a lot in the main series games once I got used to its pattern. Do that times over 9,000 and you have my exact feelings about this monster. There is no music when you fight it, by the way, and that's done on purpose to display its horror. And, well, it's horror of you, but maybe the horror the other way around because you're about to eviscerate and destroy this thing as much as you can. Now let's jump right into it. We have Khezu's monster guide. It is found only in swamps. Its elemental attack is thunder and paralysis, and its elemental weakness is fire and poison, with its breakable parts being the head, the left hind leg, and the right hind leg. And Khezu's main characteristics are a flying wyvern species. This is of the flying wyvern species, and its eyesight degenerated over time, so it uses a powerful sense of smell. Think of it like a blind dog, a really terrifying blind dog with wings, something straight out of a nightmare, as its tail evolved to resemble some kind of suction cup. And Khezu paralyzes prey using an electricity generating organ before striking with its extendable neck. And for Khezu's useful information, Khezu will attack you with its stretchy neck. Its breath attack cannot be guarded and will paralyze you if it connects. Again, you cannot guard it. So for all you shield users trying to block this thing, it cannot be guarded. I don't know if you could perfect guard it, but I wouldn't try anyways, because if you get paralyzed by it, just like how Great Gyros paralyzes you, you're not going to have a great time. Stronger Khezus will mix electric and bite attacks in a difficult to predict pattern. So some Khezus will actually try to feint you with its attacks, and I'm going to explain that in attacks during this video, where it's going to try to trick you, and it's actually pretty interesting at how this thing's so smart. Well, when it's stronger. And Khezu's movements are slow, so its attacks can be avoided easily if you are cautious. Khezu is actually pretty dang slow, so if you master its tells with its attacks, you'll have a pretty easy time slaying this terrifying flying wyvern. Next up, we have Khezu's Physiology. Several weapons' best targets are the head, neck, and body. They should also target its hind legs, left or right, after they are broken. You will do 140% with Sever against the head, 140% on the neck, and 130% on the body, along with getting an increase to 130% on its hind legs when you break them. Blunt weapons' best targets are the head, the neck, and the body. With blunt weapons, you do 145% to the head, 135% to the neck, and 130% to the body. Nothing special about its hind legs. If you break them, you're just going to do regular damage instead of the decreased 80%. And finally, we have ranged. Ranged weapons' best targets are the head and neck. They should also target its hind legs, left or right, after they are broken. Ranged will do 140% to the head, 135% to the neck, and when you break one of its hind legs, it will do 130%. Breaking the head gives you a chance at a Rarity 2 or Rarity 6 material. You must do 40% of Khezu's HP to get this part break reward chance. So if you want the Rarity 6, you want the Wyvern Gem Shard, aim for the head, break its head. And breaking its hind legs, the left or right, will give you up to 2 chances because it has 2 legs, so break both legs if you can per hunt to get a Rarity 3, 4, and 5 material. You must do 30% of Khezu's HP to get this part break reward chance. So you can get a chance of a Rarity 3, 4, or 5 material if you break either of its legs, or again, you get up to 2 chances if you break both legs during the hunt. Alright, now we got Khezu's attacks. At number 1, we have the single shot electric breath. Khezu will shoot a single shot of electricity at you. And here's its signal. Khezu will raise its head straight up and keep it facing you. So here you go. Straight up, right here, and it's facing you. Its head will also be glowing with electricity. So right here, see, head's glowing with electricity, and then it fires. And here's how to dodge. If you're close, roll left or right until you get away from the head. So it's pretty easy. When you get away from the head, 1 or 2 rolls, you should be able to get away from it. And if you're far away, roll left or right once. If you time it right, you should be able to dodge this relatively easily because again, it's only the single shot version. And here's an important note. This attack is unguardable. If you get hit by it, you will get paralyzed if it hits. So just keep that in mind. Next up, Khezu attack number 2, we have the triple spread electric breath. Khezu will shoot a 3-shot spread of electricity at the area in front of you. And here's its signal. Khezu will raise its head straight up and tilt it back. Its head will also be glowing with electricity, right here. It's gonna raise its head and it's gonna go straight back, literally like it's headbanging, like it's listening to some super hardcore death metal song. Right here, head's tilted back and then bam, it will fire. And here's how to dodge this. If you're up close, roll left or right until you get away from the head, the same way as you would the single shot. If you're far away, just like you saw in this example right here, roll left or right once at the right timing, right before the shot gets to you. And here's an important note. This attack is unguardable and you will be paralyzed if it hits, just like you see in this example right here. As you see, death metal headbang. I try to roll, I get hit by the attack on purpose, and bam, I am paralyzed and I cannot move. So again, be very careful when you're trying to dodge this attack. But wait, there's one more electric breath attack. It's its ultimate move, the Khezu attack number 3, the 6-spread electric breath. Khezu will shoot 2 3-shot spreads of electricity that will fall in an area in front of you. So it's a total of 6 balls of electricity. As here's its signal. Khezu will raise its head to the side and swing it twice. Right here, it's swinging it right here to the side, swinging 1 swing and 2 swings. After each swing, it will shoot 3 balls of electricity that will land on the ground. So there's going to be 6 in total. As you see right here, there's 3, and here's another 3 equaling 6. Here's how to dodge this move. If you're close, roll left or right until you get away from the head, just like the other 2 electric breath attacks. But if you're far, you want to roll backwards multiple times. The thing is, if you roll backwards multiple times, you should be able to completely avoid this attack. But if you're good at timing, you can dodge left, right, or backwards before the electricity hits the ground. So you're going to see this example right here. I'm going to roll backwards, bam. I'm going to be able to avoid both the volleys because of the timing. And just like the important note from before, this attack is unguardable, and you will be paralyzed and damaged if it hits. And for Khezu's most annoying attack, at least in my opinion, we have Khezu attack number 4, the electric shield. Khezu will surround its body with electricity, and here's its signal. Khezu will raise its head high and slam it onto the ground. Its entire body will also glow with electricity. The body glowing is literally the insane dead giveaway. So right here, as you see, dead giveaway, electric body. So right here, electric body, and then bam, it falls to the ground like it's shocking itself, but it's actually trying to shock you. And here's how you dodge this. You roll backwards once. Right here in this example, bam, roll backwards once, easy dodge. Here's important notes though. Important note number 1, Khezu will sometimes do this attack twice in a row, so be careful before you attack it again. So right here, as you see in this example right here, it's going to go ahead and shock it. So here's the shock right over here, and then it's going to shock again right after it starts like attacking. So there's an example where it doesn't do it. Here's an example where it does. So we're going to see Khezu go ahead shock, and then it's going to stop shocking, and then it's going to shock again, which is just super annoying, so be very careful. However, to be fair, they did warn you about this in the useful information. Higher level Khezus will be able to feint and be smarter and more unpredictable with their attack patterns. And the second important note, Khezu is vulnerable to range attacks during this attack. So like you saw right here, I'm shooting it with my bow, and I'm still able to do damage even though it's using its electric shield. So keep this in mind. And we're not done with electricity yet, unfortunately, because we have Khezu's attack number 5, the electric leaping bite. So Khezu will be charged with electricity and bite you. Here's its signal. Khezu will take 2 steps towards you and open its mouth before it attacks. So as you see in the example right here, bang. It's a weird angle. I don't have it in front of you, but I don't have footage over its attack in front of you. But as you see right here, glows red, 2 steps towards, mouth is open, and then it's going to try to chomp your head off if you're the person in front of its mouth. Here's how you dodge this attack. You roll left or right until you're behind Khezu. The reason you do this is because it's going to leap forward and bite you, so just easily dodge left or right. It's usually 1 or 2 rolls, and then once you're behind Khezu, you're safe because it'll leap forward and then you'll be perfectly fine, like you see in the example right here. And here's an important note. Do not attack Khezu at close range. While it is charged, you will take damage. So while it's glowing with electricity, after a while it's biting right here, as you see right here, do not attack it while you're in close range, or you will take damage. But wait, did I say I was done? No, there's an even worse electric attack. For Khezu attack number 6, we have the electric body slam. Like a wrestler, a pro wrestler, Khezu will leap at you and try to body slam you with its body charged with electricity. And here's its signal. Khezu will squat out its legs with its wing tucked before it jumps at you, as you see in this example right here. Squat, wings tucked, and then it will jump. And here's how to dodge it. It's actually pretty easy. So, roll left or right once or twice before Khezu jumps or before it lands. So, before it jumps or before it lands. Again, if you're close before it jumps, roll left or right. It's going to jump forward, or left or right before it lands. So, before it hits you after trying to use its attack. Moving on, we have Khezu attack number 7, the short bite. Khezu will try to bite you. And here's its signal. Khezu will squat out its legs with its wings tucked and its mouth open wide. Here we go. See? Legs squatting, wings tucked, mouth wide, chomp. And here's how to dodge. You roll left or right until you are away from Khezu's head. This is because Khezu is just going to try to chomp whatever's in front of it. So if you're on its side or behind it, you are perfectly safe from this attack. And last but not least, we have Khezu's attack at number 8. It's its signature, extended neck bite. Khezu will try to bite you by extending its neck 3 times. Here's its signal. Khezu will take 2 steps forward and open its mouth to the side before it extends its neck, like you saw right here. 2 steps forward, mouth to the side, and it's going to just start chomping, chomping, chomping. Here's how you dodge its attack. If you are close, roll left or right till you are away from its head. So until you're away from its head, like many of Khezu's attacks when it's trying to chomp you with its mouth or leap at you, you just roll away from the neck area. And if you are far, roll backwards 3 times or more, because Khezu is going to stretch its neck 3 times. So it's going to stretch its neck 3 times, so roll backwards 3 times. Here's an important note though, Khezu will walk towards you as it does its attack, so be mindful of how far you are from Khezu when it uses this attack. But here's a bonus, Khezu attack bonus, roar. No flying wyvern would be complete without this, and Khezu will roar and try to stun you. And here's its signal. Khezu will raise its head before it lets out a roar. And here's how to dodge this attack. You roll at the perfect timing to dodge the roar, so you can only perfect dodge the roar to avoid it. You can also block it if you can guard it with using like a sword and shield, a charge blade, or a gun lance. If you have a shield, you can guard this attack. And parry it with long swords, EI, spirit, slash. So if you're longsword, you can parry this move as well. And lastly, here are my Khezu tips and tricks. Khezu will take a second when the battle starts before it starts attacking. So this gives you about 5 seconds to attack Khezu at the beginning of the hunt. So go ahead and go ham on it for about 5 seconds and then start anticipating its attacks. Avoid touching the electric breath balls that are on the ground after Khezu uses its spread attack. So if it uses its spread breath attack, make sure you be careful, because if you touch any of those thunder balls, you will take damage like you see in this example right here. And remember, Khezu is vulnerable by ranged attacks during its electric shield, so keep attacking it if it's using it. If you are a light bowgun user, or if you have the gun lance and it is ranged, like you're a little far away, then you can go ahead and attack it while Khezu is using its electric shield attack. In closing, hopefully this guide helps you take down Khezu. Khezu is one of the slower large monsters in the game, but beware of its unpredictable attack pattern when it is a higher star strength. No, seriously, I think it's not as slow as Barriet, but still, it's pretty dang slow. And yes, it has an unpredictable attack pattern, just like you saw in the useful information or its main characteristics. It's unpredictable at higher star strengths. So I think like at 8 stars, it's gonna like I mentioned with the fainting electricity attack, if you went to that section, it's going to feint you and sometimes do the electric attack once and sometimes do it twice. So it's pretty dang smart. So again, just be careful of its unpredictable attack pattern when you get to it at a higher star strength. Please do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. These monster guides take a long time because I'm the only one that slows it down and I'm the OG at it, and a lot of people have said it helps. But again, slowing down clips and putting down, making slides, etc. it takes a long time. So again, please do me a huge favor, please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Good luck on your grinds. Hopefully you're murdering and making a ton of Khezu scream for help and bloody murder because you are slaying them so much like I am. And I will see y'all on the next video.